as far as like the album goes, you know, we have the caterpillar, we have the butterfly, we have the cocoon. Like, what does that particular metaphor, how does that metaphor relate to members in this audience more specifically?
I understood it to be a symbolism of how capitalism operates, which is devaluing somebody or something and then choosing how to elevate another thing above it and exploiting that dichotomy between who's the oppressor and who's the oppressor. Because I feel like the caterpillar and the butterfly, they're both living organisms. They're both the same animal, the same species essentially, just at two different stages. And one is looked down upon, one is vilified, one is kind of seen as undesirable, and then the other one is seen as the ideal, the beauty, or the one to aspire to be. But they are both the same animals at two different stages of their lives. And the cocoon is that space where you mature or you evolve, you transition. And the way he was using that analogy was because of how black people as a whole, we are the caterpillars. You know, we are the people who are vilified. We are made to feel like we are the bottom of the barrel. There's a few handful that are picked because of certain attributes that are desirable to the wider society, and they get pimped for that. Whether it's our beauty, whether it's our intellect, whether it's our artistry, whether it's our whatever it is, our strength, and we get pimped for those attributes, and then once they're done with us, we get discarded again.
Sorry, are you saying black people are in relation to this album? Are you saying they're caterpillars or butterflies?
Both.
Okay,
because
got
it's
you.
the same species.
Okay.
How they are viewed or how they are treated by wider society differs on whether you're categorized as a caterpillar or the butterfly. And one caterpillar can become a butterfly. However, all butterfly will end up being discarded once their prettiness essentially fades away. And also the fact that he uses the analogy is because of how short-lived those animals are. You know, you're only a butterfly for so long until you die, essentially. So that's kind of how I understood that analogy. And what I believe he was trying to get us to understand is that every caterpillar matters. Every caterpillar has value, is worth somebody. And they only need a chance to get into a cocoon so that they can become a butterfly, as opposed to being left to their own devices and only the few become a butterfly. We can all be butterflies if we give each other the space to have a cocoon, essentially.
Okay, that's very interesting actually, because I've got like, I've had different feelings towards actually, like more so in relation to what you were saying. Well, you starting off anyway in reference to like capitalism, right? Like,
yeah,
I saw the cocoon. I saw the cocoon as like an analogy for society, right? And within society, there being particular values, right? And depending on how you relate to those values, as far as self-image goes, determines then how you're able to function within that, right?
Yeah.
Kind of speaking to what you were saying, Sherelle, regarding that a butterfly can't see its wings or something to that effect.
Its own beauty.
Exactly. In not being able to actually identify your own beauty makes it more easier for you to be prey for those who are actually envious of you.
Yeah.
So to speak.
Yeah.
That's what I got from it.
And you're right in that sense. And I think what I was trying to really speak on was the fact that society makes us value the same species or two different stages very differently. And I think the aim should be to remove the
binary.
Remove the connotations that are attached to each stages of our lives, knowing that we are worth as much as the other person, regardless of where we are in our stages of life.
Got you.
And understanding as well that capitalism only thrives on making you believe that enjoy whatever you are going through right now for the hope of one day becoming a butterfly.
Got you.
Once you stop valuing yourself by being the butterfly and you start acknowledging that I am a caterpillar and I should be treated just as well for being because I'm a living human being at the end of the day, then you start being delusioned by all of these, I guess, the trappings of wanting to be a butterfly, because a lot of people do so much to be given that title of being a butterfly, you know, to be that successful person.
Or being famous or...
Yeah, you will chip a lot of your humanity and you will leave that behind, whether it's family, relationship, happiness, to be seen as that highly desirable person. And I think what Kendrick was commenting on was the fact that you don't need to buy into that, essentially. As a caterpillar, you are worth just as much. And in fact, the more you realize that you are able to essentially grow and be the butterfly on your own terms, as opposed to being the butterfly. Because if you are a butterfly under the control of the society, they will just pimp you because you became a butterfly under their conditioning. Whereas if you become a butterfly on your own terms, you're free.